Sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm, 855 Mike Wins. Jason Carr Live starts now.
You remember the movie The Christmas Story?
Of course.
With Ralphie and the Red Ryder BB gun?
Yeah.
And the dogs?
The bum kisses.
Yeah, and the old man says, or something like that.
It's something like that. That sounds right.
That's how I feel about this weather.
A lot of snow.
That was me. I'm playback
yep.
right here. I've actually done that much better. I have no idea why. That was kind of a fail. But that is how I feel about this snow. Did you get a good night's sleep, Paula?
All 4 hours.
Paula had her big snore special yesterday. Single-digit wind chills, lots of the white stuff, wind gusts over 30 miles per hour, blowing most of the day. Winter weather advisory starting at 5 for St. Clair, Sanilac, and Huron counties. Storm system hitting the northeast is dumping snow, placing 31 million people under a blizzard warning. It's Stella is the name of the storm.
Stella.
Stella.
Baby girl! Now
This
here's a
is-
live look at New York. This is Times Square right now, so they're getting hammered.
That's New York?
Yep. It's interesting how some of these lights show up on the camera.
Paul is in the middle of the storm right now, and in the thick of it, in Delaware. If you've ever wondered if anybody watches this program from Delaware, if you ever wondered if anybody is actually from Delaware, Paul is there watching right now. I kid, Paul, I kid. Hey, Denise. Good morning, Buffy. Jerry. Gerald is there. Perez. Checking in Minersville, PA. How do these people find this show?
I mean,
I am flummoxed that we have so many national and international viewers of this on a daily basis. Not a ton. I mean, quantity-wise, we do all right. But the breadth, the quality of, hey, E-Engineering. Ian Rhodes, our operations manager. When was the last time you answered a tech question on your Facebook page? More than 150 flights out of Detroit Metro have been canceled due to the snowstorm hitting the Northeast. As of this morning, 176 flights headed east have been canceled. More than 7,600 have been canceled nationwide.
it's a lot of flights.
Carol's watching in Florida. We've got Ted in Roanoke. Waterford, that's not that far. Kelly Seymour, what is this, Romper Room? Do you remember the Romper Room where the kid looked up the host's dress? It's kind of a famous blooper. You don't know what Romper Room is, do you?
I don't.
Damn millennials.
Nope.
Do you know?
Oh, of course not.
Romper Room was a kid's TV show that aired in the 70s.
Okay.
And one famous episode featured a kid. The host was a tall, pretty lady, and she was doing something. It's like a classroom type setting. Right on camera, the kid looked under her dress. It's funny. A reaction meme is catching on, and it comes from the White House. John Geezy, senior political correspondent for Newsmax. Now, mind you, Newsmax is one of those
Yeah, it's
alt press sort of websites. Okay, so they're part of the White House press corps now, and in Friday's briefing, he did this.
hold on. There it is. And I love that he looks around to see, did anyone see me do that? And I love this photo. This photo is actually from his LinkedIn profile.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. What a character. Wow.
Wow. Can we go back and see more, John? No, not that, the picture. Why, yes, I am the John Geezy. The American Express card. Don't leave home without it. Jacob, you know where my desk is upstairs?
I do.
Can you run up there and get my glasses? I'm going to try to duplicate this. While he runs and gets that, Thailand has confiscated 21 rhino horns worth an estimated $5 million in market value. Officials say it's the biggest seizure in the last 5 to 10 years. Thailand's become a major transit point for trade in endangered species. So global trade in rhino horn material is, it's for medicinal purposes, everything from fever to cancer, so there's that. Rhino horns were found in luggage from Ethiopia bound for Thailand. Even though it's been off the air for 2 years, Don Draper and Mad Men, the colleagues, are still influencing real-life advertising. In the show's 6th season, Don pitches an idea that's clean and simple, tantalizingly incomplete for Heinz ketchup. It shows food that's missing one thing: pass the Heinz. Well, in one of those real-world truth is stranger than fiction twists, Heinz loves the idea, even though on the show they didn't like it, but in real life they do. So they're working on an actual Pass the Heinz campaign.
That's right. Now we've got some video of from that exact episode. Hold on one second.
Pass the Heinz.
You mean the Heinz ketchup?
It's Heinz. It only means one thing.
It feels like half an ad.
The greatest thing you have working for you is not the photo you take or the picture you paint. It's the imagination of the consumer. They have no budget. They have no time limit. And if you can get into that space, your ad can run all day.
Well, Pete, you said I'd say it. It's pretty bold work. I think I still want to see our bottle.
So, oh yeah.
What, nothing?
Nothing.
I get nothing? Hang on. Here we go.
No. I don't have the eyebrow muscles, I guess.
Okay, so if you go to my Facebook page, at Jason Carr TV on Facebook, if you go to my page, I just changed my banner to Pass the Heinz, the French fries.
Okay.
I forgot to edit out the Pass the Heinz, so it looks like Heinz is sponsoring me. Heinz is not sponsoring my Facebook page. I just happened to like that close-up picture of the French fries that's on my banner. So you can check that out if you so desire.
Now take a look at this. We every day we go in to check in on the eagle, and there's no eagle.
Where's the eagle?
I don't know. The eagle may have left the nest.
Is that code for something?
It sounds like it, but yeah, we were getting all this stuff set up, and we went and looked at the other. There's a second camera that's further away. You can see the whole tree, and I don't even see the eagle in any of the branches. So there's a good chance that we've got a flying eagle who's left the nest.
It sounds like a euphemism for something. I'm sorry, the eagle's left the nest.
The eagle has left the nest.
What? Doesn't that sound like something you like apologize for? Oh, I'm sorry, the eagle's left the nest. Most don't look good running. 90% of women. Dorothy Beale is a Virginia marathon runner, blogger, and running coach. She's run 32 marathons. She shared 2 side-by-side photos on the women's running account, saying both of these race photos were taken on the same day, same race, and one I look happy and strong, and the other it left me questioning if there was a part of my body that didn't have cellulite. I think we can all agree that we are worth more than a photo captured at a race. Far too many of us let a single photo steal joy. It's a single photo, and we need to take back any power that photo steals. Hear, hear.
I think you're allowed to look tired after running 23 miles or whatever.
26?
26, yeah.
It's got to be 26.
What'd you say, 26? 17 years ago, Reddit user Hemp, it's got to be like some sort of reference to hemp, was a delivery boy for Papa John's. One day he delivered a pizza to a farm, and instead of getting money for a tip, he got a cat. 17 years later, he still has the cat he named Mr. Tips.
Mr. Tibbs.
Oh, Mr. Tips, you rascally scamp, you. And you're just off and running, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, these are all different cats.
I mean, these aren't the same cat. There was only 2 pictures that were actually. This is Mr. Tibbs, and then that's Mr. Tibbs. Yeah.
That's Mr. Tips as well, wearing the pizza mask?
from he likes pizza.
Can we see the pizza mask full?
So good.
Do you suppose when the Mike Morse Law Firm signed up to be our title sponsor of this fine information and entertainment outlet that they
I don't think they saw this coming.
didn't see this coming?
No.
I hope they don't sue us for
One of my favorite pictures of all time. I love it.
for Pizza Cat. It's a little known fact that egg production goes way down for chickens living in tough winter condition from a combination of low temperature and limited daylight. Luckily for these chilly chickens, a group of Boston area retirees has banded together to knit chicken sweaters to help them fight off the cold.
How about that? Chicken sweaters.
Chicken sweaters. A knitting group at the Fuller Village Retirement Home in Milton, Mass. was inspired to undertake the project after they heard about the hardships that some chickens suffer this time of year. This is actually a real thing.
Yep, stylish chickens.
I feel like I keep hearing a phone going off somewhere. Somebody's phone needs to be put on silent. The Irish Pub Company offers Irish pub interiors in 6 styles: modern, brewery, shop, country, Celtic, and Victorian. Choose your package and they'll ship you a bar, as well as flooring, decorative glass, mirrors, ceiling tiles, light fixtures, furniture, signage, and bric-a-brac.
Yeah, so we've got a couple pictures of each of their different styles. This is the brewery style. And then these are the...
Prefab Irish pub.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the Celtic ones. Here we've got the country bar. This one's more of a modern type of style. And then this is the pub shop. Oh, and then there's also the pub Victorian. So a couple different styles. I guess they have all the chairs, all the wood, all just everything prefabricated, made. Just put it together and you got yourself a bar. It's like something you'd order out of a Sears and Roebuck.
Sears and Roebuck.
Way
Proud
back
of yourself
when.
for dropping that reference, aren't you? Eric Kohler, who is a fixture in Seattle, has joined us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Who's next? Price Pfister? Hampton Bay? What's the Costco house brand? Kirkway? Kirkland Signature. Oh, Eric says hi. I wonder if he got my fixture joke. Deborah wants me to tell DTE that she is freezing in Warren. Good morning, Christy. Denise wants to know if we're going to get a prefab pub at Casa de Carr.
Ooh.
I suppose anything's possible. People checking in from all over, chickens and sweaters and. Good morning to you, Doreen, as well as Darlene. Rochelle thinks that she likes my glasses.
He's great at it. Right away.
Well, it's the key to it is Joe is looking really serious, and then did anybody see that? I bet Rod Maloney could do. Oh, he's on the phone. Good morning, Gio.
So good.
Birchville. Where's Birchville?
Birchville.
Says that like it's local. I don't even recognize that spelling. Hello from Alabama. Says Faith. Day 7 without power for Lawan. Says it's unacceptable in Oak Park that she should be without power for a week.
I believe there's still 7,000 people without power at the moment. That's the most current number.
Lawan, I've talked about this before. Good morning, Jacksonville, Florida. Kimberly Davis, 47 degrees. We were without power once for almost an entire week, shortly after we bought our house. And I hear you. I feel you. It got down to 37 in our living room. And that was with the gas fireplaces going full blast.
And the barrel fire, you gotta.
Yeah. My wife bailed for the hotel and left me there
Yeah.
with the barrel in the middle of the house. Isn't it National Potato Chip Day?
Is it?
I think it is. Or no, wait, is that today?
It's Pie Day. 3.1.
We know it's
Oh,
Pie
it
Day.
is Pie Day.
Let's start a fight. Who's got the best pie and or pizza pie across the land? Doesn't even have to be here in Detroit. It can be anywhere since you're all joining from as far away as Seattle.
It is National Potato Chip Day.
It is National Potato Chip Day. I had some Lay's this morning.
I had some Lay's last night, but that doesn't count.
The eagle has left the nest. It's Left-Handers Day as well. DTE has done an awesome job, says Denise.
It really is quite amazing. I mean, they've brought power back to 793,000 customers
In under a week.
in under a week. Yeah, so I mean, it is incredible. And most of the people that are without power right now lost power after the big windstorm due to more windstorms and more complications. But
Nancy says, scandalous, delicious pie in Wyandotte. Eric wants us to send some better maids to Oregon, not to be confused with Eric in Seattle, who is voting for Peace Pizza in Chicago. Did you get all that? There's going to be a quiz. There's two Erics. One's in Portland, one's in Seattle.
All right.
And the one in Seattle is talking about a Chicago pizza. Kim is a lefty.
oh,
Really?
Hold on. We have
Careful, don't tell that
something
to
here.
people on the alt-right.
Take a look at this. We found him.
Oh!
One of the other
The
cameras
eagle has
was-
landed.
Yeah, he's out. I guess he's out for a walk.
Crows, hanging out with some crows.
He's out for a stroll, huh?
Jacob was just looking through the other, because there's like 4 different feeds that they offer, and this is one of the side cameras, and someone was moving it around looking for him, and there he
Amos is all the way down in South Carolina. I would love to go over to Sullivan's Island and hit up Poe's Tavern right about now, or the restaurant Salt, or have a pimento cheese sandwich in South Carolina, or shrimp and grits. What do you want?
The Eagle Cam is done.
Eagle Cam is done?
No, it's not. Ken, did you see this? You didn't see this. No, hey, take a look at this.
There he is.
We found him.
Eagle
He's
Cam will
left the
never
nest,
die.
but he's still in the area.
The Truman Show for Eagles?
Jennifer Dominic says he's hunting rabbit as Ken disappears off screen left. I'm waiting to get some love on my knowledge of South Carolina, but AJ apparently is not having it. Portugal is checking in. Charlotte Heisel.
In Portugal?
Yeah. What are you doing in Portugal, Charlotte?
What time is it?
I don't know if they do daylight saving.
Nobody got my lefty joke either. So bummed. On National Left-Handers Day. Kim, are you left-handed?
No.
Kim said she's a lefty. I said, don't tell that to the alt-right. Do you have the snow? What's the latest on the snowstorm? Jennifer got my joke. Thank you, Jennifer.
Well, this is what it looks like in New York.
What is going on there?
Very little visibility. I know a lot of the area of the Northeast is going to be getting
Is that Times
60
Square?
mile an hour
It looks
winds.
like Times
Yeah,
Square.
that's Times
Yeah,
Square.
it is.
But they're going to.
Can we lose the banner?
Yeah.
What is going on there that our camera can't handle the changing Lion King sign on the left there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's too many LEDs going all at once.
Charlotte, I don't know if I'm saying Heisel, right? But she's working as a professor in Portugal.
Oh, cool.
You're much too smart to be watching this program. I mean, somebody in Portugal as a professor, and you're dialed into us right now with a snowstorm and nothing better to talk about. You should have seen the spider that we had yesterday. I mean, that was stopping traffic. That was blowing up the interwebs.
I wonder what the weather's like in Portugal.
What is the weather like in Portugal? Let's get Professor Heisel on the case with your morning Portugal weather report.
Daily correspondent.
The lens is fogged. Sonia's son is a lefty. Patty Ward Sauer is a lefty. Catherine's got left-handed sons. Christy says, because you guys are the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For our audience, our massive online audience. Christy Marie Schnurstein. Schnurstein? Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Christy Marie Schnurstein. Schnurstein. I'm working on it. Single-digit wind chills, lots of snow, wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. A winter weather advisory still on the docket. 5 p.m. it begins for St. Clair, Sanilac, and Huron counties. The storm system hitting the northeast is dumping snow and placing 31 million people under a blizzard warning. They named the storm Stella.
Stella.
Stella! That's going to
Charlotte
be...
says the weather's great there. It's sunny and 70 degrees.
Wait, what? What now? Professor Charlotte says it's great?
Yeah.
Did you see that? All I saw is I'm from Detroit. Maybe I'm behind.
Yeah, it might be a minute behind on the...
Eric number 1. We have 2 Erics watching from the Pacific Northwest at the moment. Eric number 1 says he's from Sanilac, Sanilac County. Mm-hmm. But is currently residing in... and Professor Charlotte has gotten into the wine.
Yep. Well, it's like 1:30 there, so she's okay.
It's wine o'clock somewhere. So if you're a visiting professor in Portugal and you're, I don't know, homesick, or you want to just catch up on what's coming or what's going on in the D, you tune into this and you pour yourself a glass of wine and brag about how nice the weather is. What did she say the forecast was?
She said it was 70 and sunny.
70 and uh-oh. Got to be 9:30.
Yep.
The Custodial Express has just rolled through the tiled terrarium. Or atrium, I should say. Terrarium is one of those things that they had in the 70s. That was like
You put the...
it's like a biosphere. Kind of, or is that a terranium?
I think that's what you put a tarantula in. Right?
This is terrible. There it comes again. Oh, too much coffee this morning. Jason, will you ever shave your beard? I trimmed it down pretty significantly. I mean, I was starting to look like Uncle Jesse on Dukes of Hazzard. And I've taken it down significantly from that. I mean, it was attacking small prey. Denise has a rescued black lab named Stella Maxine. Uh-oh, now we've got people talking to each other on here. Patty wants to know where in Sanilac Eric is from. I'm from Peck, she says. Mind you, Eric is in Seattle, Patty, just so you know. Suddenly we're Match.com. Do you have anything on the docket over there, John, that we want the audience to know about?
Well, DT is going to be holding a press conference here at 10, just updating exactly where they're at. I don't know. I mean, 7,000 was what's this morning, but it's probably changed since then. And that's all I've got at the moment.
You know that Jackson Hunter is 2 years old today.
Jackson Hunter, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, young Jackson Hunter, turning 2. One more time. We have to see John Giese of Newsmax, senior political editor, or correspondent, I should say, for Newsmax. Did anybody see that? What? No, I'm still on. Why do you ask? All right, show's over, folks. Nothing to see here. Move along.
That's it. We'll see you at 12:30.
Well, that's right.
Back then. Stay classy, Detroit. Jason Carr Live was sponsored by the Mike Morse Law Firm, 855 Mike Wins.